Welcome to Dash Explore. I'm Sarah, and today I'm going to be sharing about the final leg of our most recent trip to Europe, Copenhagen. So in this video, I will be sharing our 2-day Copenhagen itinerary in just 2 minutes and show you all of the wonderful things that we did in this beautiful city. So before I jump into the itinerary, I want to get you caught up on the rest of our trip and what we've done and where we've been so far, because like I said, this is the final leg of our trip, so we have done a lot and seen a lot to get to this point where we are today. So back in March of 2025, my husband Andrew and I took our 2 daughters, Haley, age 5, and Delaney, age 2, as well as Andrew's mom, to Italy. We started in Rome, and then we adventured to Florence and Naples, and now we are on the final leg of this trip, making our way home, and we are in Copenhagen, Denmark. Now I know that Copenhagen, Denmark seems kind of like a random choice for this trip, but this was actually supposed to be about an 18-hour layover on our way home, and having actually done that kind of long layover before, Andrew and I decided that it was worth it to actually extend that layover by an extra day so that we had more time to see the sights and explore all the things in this super cute town. So I think that about covers how we've gotten to this point so far, so let's go ahead and jump into our 2 days in Copenhagen. Our first day actually started in Naples, Italy, where we were finishing up an amazing visit to the seaside city. We departed for the airport around 1 p.m. We got through security and then enjoyed some snacks and beverages in the lounge before boarding our flight. This 2.5-hour flight had some pretty incredible views, so before we knew it, we were landing in our next country, Denmark. We made our way through the airport to the metro station and rode into the city. Since it was already dinner time when we landed, our Airbnb was ready and waiting for us, so we dropped off our stuff and then found a restaurant that was close by to grab a quick dinner before getting everyone home for bed. I did make one quick stop in the grocery store on our way home though for diapers and snacks. Our first full day in Copenhagen started with a trip to the local bakery, Hart, which has several locations throughout Copenhagen, but we were lucky enough to have one right across the street. Then we headed out to the King's Garden, where we found a playground and let the girls just run around and play. We made sure to walk by Rosenborg Castle before heading out to do more sightseeing. We walked through the city, enjoying all of the architecture before we found another park and couldn't resist taking a break for play. Then we made our way to see the Little Mermaid statue, which the girls both loved, before catching a bus boat up the Sound to Reffen, an outdoor street food market. This place was amazing, offering over 30 different food stalls with food from all over the world. The weather was perfect, the food was delicious, and the girls loved yet another playground. After enjoying foods from all over the world, we boarded another bus boat back to the city. This boat took us past the Opera House and docked us at Nyhavn with the iconic colorful houses. We then stopped to do some souvenir shopping as we made our way back to our Airbnb for a short rest time before heading out again for dinner. This time we found a hot dog cart to try some classic Danish hot dogs, and they were delicious. At this point, everyone was tired and cold, since it was actually 20 degrees colder here than in Italy, so we headed in for the night to get the girls to bed and to relax. Our final day in Copenhagen and in Europe started with Andrew and I taking a run through the city to add yet another country to our list of international runs. We saw most of the iconic sites again, but enjoyed seeing them in the quiet of the morning without all of the other tourists. When we got back, we showered and packed up our Airbnb and then headed out to find a luggage storage place to store our things before our flight that evening. Once we had our things stored, we walked back through the city to make another visit to Reffen, but found that we had missed the bus boat, so it would actually be faster for us to walk. Although it was quite a long walk, we knew we had a long flight ahead of us that evening, so we decided it was best to stretch our legs, plus we got to see even more of the city on the way. We made it to Reffen just before it opened for the day, so we had plenty of time to decide what to eat. We were overwhelmed with the food options the day before, so we were glad to have one more chance to try new foods, plus it was just such a great spot for kids, we couldn't pass up one more chance to visit. After enjoying our lunch, we took the bus boat back to Nyhavn for one last stroll past these colorful houses before it was time to pick up our luggage and make our way to the airport. Again, we took the metro to the airport and found this to be very easy and efficient, even with kids. Our flight was at 5:30 p.m. local time, so we got to the airport with enough time to get through security and then enjoy one last lounge visit before beginning our journey home. So that is it for this European adventure. We went to 4 different cities, 2 different countries, and just made so many wonderful memories. I cannot begin to express how special this trip was for our family, and I know that this is something that we will cherish for years to come. The girls love to travel, and I was so proud of how well they handled all the stimulation, all the change, all of the different environments that they came across on this trip, and I was even more proud of how they handled the long flight home. So I hope this video gave you a glimpse of what it is like to travel with your kids in Copenhagen, and if you found this video helpful, if you could give it a like, or if you could share it with somebody who might be visiting Copenhagen as well, we would so appreciate your support. And if you want to follow along for more family travel tips or more of our family travel adventures, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you can get notified when we post new videos. You can also head over to Instagram and follow us there at @DashExplore. Thank you so much for watching today, and we will catch you in the next one.